Yeah, but man, you got to go pay attention to them fights. You just, you kind of behind right now. Go watch some fights, and it'll show you everything you need to see.
I'm gonna teach you. You don't know what he's looking at.
saying.
I'm gonna teach you.
I think the thing is that we're saying there's something getting lost in translation. I'm not saying that you're not a great fighter, that you're not a champion. I'm not saying that, but I think people won't. And you do a great job of hitting and not getting hit. But I think sometimes people want to see you put yourself in harm's way and get down. And I'm not saying, look, and that's what you have to do sometimes.
When you step in that ring,
you're going to have to fight.
When you step in that ring, you in harm's way. You step in that ring, you in harm's way.
I disagree with that.
That's because you never put on the boxing gloves in your life.
Okay, go ahead.
If you put on the boxing gloves before, you'll understand that when you step in that mother square circle, you in harm's way. And when you go watch my last fight, since you saying I don't put myself in harm's way, who was backing up, me or T.O.?
Oh, you backed him up.
Who was backing up?
You backed him up.
So how wasn't I in harm's way?
Hey, you said you was gonna do that too.
I asked the question, how wasn't I in harm's way?
You weren't.
But your homework, you got F's on your homework, man. You got all F's.
Shakur grew up in, but you can't say just because I don't like your style that I don't know boxing.
You don't.
I grew up in an era where Sugar Ray Leonard was knocking people out.
You just told me that I don't put myself in harm's way by getting in the ring. That's what you told me. That let me know that you don't do your homework.
But you talk about one fight. You talk about Teofimo.
Any fight.
What about all the other fights? I'm not.
Any fight.
Am I the only one said that about you? I was wondering one thing.
That's a subjective question. I can't tell you. I'm telling you that. You sound like a cat.
So it's subjective. Why are you getting so upset with me?
It's my opinion. We debating. We having a good debate. I called you up 100 times. That means I look at you like an unk, right? So I got respect for you.
I got respect
for you.
But
I don't got respect for you not doing your homework. I don't got respect for that. Do your homework and stop getting F's.
Huh?
All right. Them knees? What them knees? How them knees feel?
You won't ever know.
You barely can walk. You can't keep it on you, huh?
Shakur, you in a great spot.
Assume that you don't know about boxing. That's all I'm trying to
You
tell
don't know issue about basketball, but you got an opinion on it.
I don't try to debate. If I'm sitting here with Kawhi Leonard, I wouldn't try to debate with Kawhi Leonard about basketball.
I'm not,
because I'm not that ignorant.
So I can't have an opinion about.
What I'm trying to tell you is you're being ignorant. That's it.
I get all that. That's fine. That's fine.
You're being ignorant.
Shakur, ignorant is something that should never come out of your mouth because you don't have a degree.
Okay.
I run circles around you in the classroom.
Brother, I don't give a about a classroom.
Be respectful. I've never called you ignorant. I've never called you ignorant.
On the planet that has not finished high school or finished school that is smarter than the book smart.
I'm talking to you. They didn't call me ignorant. You did. Be respectful.
You're being ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
No.
That's what you're being ignorant. I'm not calling you ignorant as a person. I'm calling you ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
He had to take it to left field and talk about ignorance.
You are in boxing. You are in boxing.
About boxing.
You're ignorant about all sports.
I don't care. I'm not trying to be the smartest nigga about all sports. You're trying to be smart. It's all love. I just was talking. I just was talking to you. It's all love, man.
Baby, it's all good. Hey, when I see, I'll see you at the fight on Saturday. Hey, Joe, I'm gonna call my guy tomorrow.
Shakur Stevenson made an appearance on the Nightcap Show with Shannon Sharpe, Chad Ochocinco, and ISO Joe right after signing his new deal with Zuffa Boxing, which is being run by Turki Al-Sheikh and Dana White. That's already one of the biggest stories in boxing because they're starting to sign major fighters and the company has a lot of momentum. But the real entertainment came from what happened between Shakur and Shannon Sharpe. Those two ended up going back and forth the entire interview. I watched the whole thing, and honestly, it was worth every minute. Shakur was absolutely getting under Shannon's skin. A lot of the disagreement came from the same criticism Shakur always hears. People say his style is boring. People say he doesn't take enough risks and doesn't go for all-out wars in the ring. Shakur pushed back on that immediately. His argument was simple. He's a boxer. The goal is to hit your opponent and avoid getting hit. That's the sport from his perspective. Not every fight has to turn into a bloodbath just because fans want action. There were moments where it looked like Shakur actually had Shannon stuck for an answer. Then the conversation somehow turned into money. Shakur kept telling Shannon to put some money on Tank and make a bet. He kept pressing him, asking what he wanted to wager and telling him not to be scared. Then Shannon fired back and basically said, "Hold on, you don't know how much money I have, and I still have a checkbook." I was sitting there thinking, man, Shakur really got to him. The thing people also have to remember is that Shakur Stevenson is used to confrontation. That's part of being a high-profile boxer. You talk trash, you challenge people, you go back and forth. It helps sell fights and keeps people engaged. Whether he's being serious or not, he'll poke at you and keep the conversation going, especially on a big platform. That's part of the entertainment side of boxing. Meanwhile, Shannon was all over the place during the debate. At one point, Chad even joked that the two of them should get into the ring together. Shannon wasn't trying to hear that. Then Shakur came right back and told him he didn't want to get in the ring because he didn't have the knees for it. After that, the conversation somehow drifted into MMA. The whole thing was everywhere, but it was entertaining. At the same time, Shakur does make a fair point. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. Anybody can say whether they like a fighter or not. But having an opinion doesn't automatically make it factual, and it doesn't mean you have all the knowledge about a sport that a professional athlete has spent their entire life mastering. Being ignorant simply means you don't have all the information. So when you tell a professional boxer he isn't putting everything on the line when he steps into the ring, he has every right to tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. From a fighter's point of view, every time they compete, they're risking something. They're putting themselves in danger every single fight. That's why their response is usually going to be, "You don't understand what this sport really is." Now, after all of that, they eventually laughed it off and moved on. But at that moment, the debate was definitely real. Shakur knew exactly what he was doing. He knew he was getting Shannon Sharpe irritated. That's why he kept laughing, joking, and smiling through the whole exchange. At the same time, he was also defending himself against the criticism he's heard for years. And honestly, it has been good seeing Shakur open things up more lately. His recent fights have been getting better and better. Just remember how he broke down his last opponent. Shakur Stevenson is an extremely skilled fighter. His technical ability is elite. The footwork is there. He can cut the ring off when he wants to. He can fight going forward or going backward. The defense is outstanding. Overall, he's looking really good right now. Devin Haney still has one of the best jabs in boxing too. I've also been hearing people talk about the possibility of those guys fighting at a catchweight. If that's an option, make the fight happen. As for Tank, I think he'll be back next year and be just fine. Hopefully everything works out on that front. I'm ready to see all of these big names finally get in the ring together. And with this whole Zuffa boxing situation, plus some of the things Shakur was saying, it feels like there's going to be a lot happening in the sport. I'm here for it. Let me know what y'all think.